Hey everybody.
Fatbirdfinds here.
I'm Mary Beth.
And I'm Laura.
Welcome back to Tales from the Put-Out Closet.
Here we are again.
Here we are.
It's Monday night.
It's very exciting.
Ready to hear from our viewers.
Yeah, we're going to be in Vegas this week.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
So it's possible that our podcast might be a little Vegas themed in questions and content.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I think we have a few voicemails tonight. I know that we have a story that we're going to read from an email. Mm-hmm. I think we have a quiz we're going to take regarding Las Vegas.
How much money can you spend in Las Vegas?
A lot. If I had it, it would be spent. So, do we have anything else? Do we have any current events that you want to talk about?
Current events?
Yeah. Like, what's happening in the world?
Oh, gosh. You put me on the spot. I don't know.
Do we have anything that we want to talk about?
Do you even know what's happening in the world?
I know a few things. I'm not like, I don't have a ton of knowledge.
We've had a slow work week, or I have. I've had a slow work week because I've been sick.
We've been sick.
Yeah.
Both of us.
Yeah, both of us.
Yeah.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
We'll get that out of our system.
Yeah, before Vegas.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. Let's see. What else were you going to say?
Oh, I was just going to say that last week, I went to that estate sale and found that cool piece of Potosi and a lot of cool stuff for layman's. And almost all of that stuff sold.
That's great.
Already.
Well done.
So
good for you.
That was fun.
That's good. I know that there is a TikTok situation happening in the world.
Oh.
Yeah.
Isn't there always?
Well, yeah. But I know that, there's been hearings and all that jazz. There's a lot of funny videos on TikTok regarding those hearings.
Oh, really? Like what? Like, what do they say?
Well, I mean, it's just clear that some of these people don't have a clue how the internet or how Wi-Fi works. Like they don't, they just have no idea.
That's me.
Yeah. So it's like, by using Wi-Fi to access TikTok, people feel like the Chinese government are going to infiltrate your home. And, it's just, people just don't understand how things work. So some of the videos are really funny. I understand this. I understand the security risk portion of the argument. So I'm not going to, say that I don't understand that part, but some of the videos are really funny.
How would you feel if you had to take it off of your phone?
Oh, I would be really sad.
Tomorrow.
I would be really upset.
Would you?
Yeah.
I would cry.
Nikki would cry. It wouldn't bother me that much now, but I think that the interesting part about that is there is something ridiculous about it in that if you just asked me that right now, like, how would you feel if you had to take TikTok off your phone? I'd be like, yeah, okay. It wouldn't really bother me. But if and when I do get on TikTok, I look purposefully at my, I've got my phone anyway, so I look purposefully at the time. And I think, I'm just going to be on here a few minutes. And then when I look at the time when I'm finished, I've been totally absorbed for at least an hour.
Yeah.
Because I tend to, if I'm doing that, I tend to do it when I go to bed.
Yeah.
And I think, just to make me sleepy, I'm just going to look at a couple. And I mean, what is it that makes you want to go to the next one and the next one and the next one?
It's just like, maybe the next one will be funny. Maybe the next one will be funny. It's like a slot machine.
Yeah. Like,
maybe
what's the next one going to be? What's the next one going to be?
Maybe I'll win this time. Let's do it again. Let's up my bet. Let's do it again.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even really like it that much, but an hour is gone in no time. Just for sure.
Yeah. So back in the day, Vine was the big app that was like that. It was just a few second videos that were really funny. And I loved those. I loved when Vine was a thing. And it was short-lived in the life of social media platforms. It was a very short-lived app. But I feel like TikTok is like just like Vine, but better. And so it's really pleasing to me to have these really short videos that are funny, that are memorable. Yeah, it's just great.
So well, we can tackle that another day.
No, go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, how does that compare to the YouTube shorts?
It's different.
I knew you were going to say that because to me, it's not any different at all.
It's different.
To me, they look the same.
So they look the same. You're right. I think it's the intention, and maybe my algorithm is not. It's not there.
We have completely different stuff that comes up.
That's probably what it is, because on TikTok, I'm not liking it or engaging with it. Thank you, Nikki. I'm not engaging with the video or following the creator unless it makes me laugh out loud. If I have a reaction, I react to it. And if I don't, I don't. So I have a very niche algorithm of videos that are coming to me on TikTok. And on YouTube, it's not that way. I'm getting lots of, and maybe that's my fault.
I get that.
Yeah. But I will say that a lot of creators are creating on TikTok and pushing to YouTube Shorts and pushing to Facebook Reels or Facebook Stories and Instagram Reels. But the creation is a lot of time happening TikTok first and then pushing to other platforms.
Well, it on YouTube, I think it gets a lot of you can get a lot of subscribers.
Yes.
Because they've got a follow button on every short. So you just follow people.
I think here's the difference for me. So when I go to YouTube, I'm looking for a YouTube video. I'm looking for a video that I can sit down and watch, while I'm doing something, like while I'm cooking or while I'm cleaning or while I'm doing the dishes. Can put a YouTube video on in the background, listen to it while it's playing. Whereas TikTok, you have to be engaged with it. I mean, you have to be constantly flipping, and I feel that way about YouTube Shorts as well. So YouTube is just not my platform of choice when I go to have that sort of interaction.
It's just super interesting the way that the whole TikTok thing works. If you've never been on it, it's just weird.
It's addictive.
It's very weird.
It's addictive, and I forgot. I've been listening to a lot of these hearings and a lot of these interviews, and I can't remember exactly the number of American users. It's a lot. I want to say it was I'm not going to say it because it's going to be wrong, but I think I did hear that the average user spends 90 minutes a day on the platform.
Whew.
That's astronomical.
Astronomical.
That's a lot.
Do you want to make a TikTok?
Here's the thing about TikTok too. Just like with a YouTube channel, if you are not consistent with it, it's not going to be the best thing for you to do. If you're only throwing up a video every couple of weeks and it's not on a schedule and it's not with intention, it's hard for it to make it. Mm-hmm. Same thing goes with anything you're doing that puts content out there on a platform. If you are in social media marketing and you don't post to your page every day, it's not doing you any favors. I'm talking to myself as well. I mean, we have an Instagram page for our business that doesn't get posted to every day. It should. You just have to find time to do it. And with TikTok, to create a really engaging TikTok video takes so much intention. You think, oh, it's just 15 seconds. It's just a 30-second video. Mm-hmm. It is, but, a lot of time and forethought and planning goes into that. What music am I going to put it to?
Definitely.
How am I going to shoot it? When are we going to cut? To make it, to do it well.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of time to do it.
I wonder if they'll ever, you were talking about your algorithm, yours is completely different from mine. I wonder if there's ever going to be a way that you can, I could buy your algorithm.
Algorithm sharing.
Yeah. I'd be like, man, I want to watch what she's watching.
Interesting. That's an interesting
Wouldn't that
thought.
be funny?
Yeah. Maybe you should coin that now.
We'll get in on the ground floor of that.
Yeah, I like
before
it.
they shut it down.
I like it. But if you're not familiar with TikTok at all, just a basic description would be they're just very short videos, like 15 to 30 seconds or so. And that's it. And then you swipe and it goes to the next one. And based on the content creators that you follow and based on the videos that you like, you get suggested more of those types of videos. So you and I don't have very similar content at all.
No.
Nikki and I don't have very similar content at all. Nikki's getting cooking, milking goats, history, travel, Laura gets a lot of
Did
kids.
you say milking goats?
Yeah.
I actually don't get any milk anymore.
It just seems like something Nikki would like.
I would watch a video about that.
Most of the stuff that I get is really weird or funny. And Laura, I probably...
Is that all you get? Is weird or funny? Come
Pretty
on.
much. I get some informative. I've been
No,
getting...
I mean, you're very descriptive about ours, but what about yours?
I get a lot of ancient Egypt, but like not just ancient Egypt, like theories about like where the pyramids came from and like speculation on were they there before time existed, that kind of stuff.
Uh-huh.
So I get a lot of that, a lot of funny stuff, a lot of animal videos. I get some kid videos, not tons.
I get 0 kids.
Yeah.
What do you think I get?
Kids. I bet Laura gets kids and cooking, if I had to guess.
I really don't get. Well, yeah, I guess I do get cooking. Yeah, but lots of kids, lots of funny kids, lots of cursing kids for whatever. I think that's hilarious.
Yeah.
And I get thrifting ones because I've been following those.
Right.
And what else? Oh, then I get that. It's like, I think it's creepy because TikTok kind of figures you out by what you pick. You know what I mean? So like, I get a lot of those things like with filters. It's like, oh my gosh, this is not really the way I look. You know how that's been a big trend lately,
right?
With everybody putting the filters on and then bashing the filters for making you feel bad about how you look or whatever.
Right. But there's a lot of people out there that want a nationwide ban of the app because, they're concerned about national security and the Chinese government having access to everyone's data and, being able to pinpoint locations of things based on everybody's data. So I get all that, but it will be quite interesting if the U.S. government does decide to do that because that will have been the first nationwide ban of a social media app. So that will be interesting to see if that happens.
I've got a hot tip for you.
Okay.
I think that you should jump on the YouTube short bandwagon if you are wanting that kind of content at all. And if you are interested in making that kind of content at all, now's the time to do it because if that ever happens, that's the next positioned place for that kind of content to be.
Yeah.
For people to go to that kind of content. True. I think. I know there'll be other things that come up if TikTok gets banned, but the YouTube shorts are already in place. And it really is the same thing. I know, the content's not the same, but it really is the same format.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agree.
So if you are scared off from all this talk about TikTok and you want to see kind of what that's like, you should go and look at a bunch of YouTube shorts. You can search for just
Facebook
shorts.
stories. Facebook stories, Instagram reels.
Mm-hmm.
They're all, the same types of videos. All right. Good talk.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was great. Shall we move on to like voicemails?
Yeah, so we've got some voicemails from this week, and
I think we have 3.
So yes, in true Tales from the Put Out Closet form, we're gonna listen to stories. I just think that's a great idea. I just think it's so good.
Yeah.
And we asked for them to share if they have Las Vegas stories, so maybe we got a few of those.
Maybe so. So we have 3 voicemails and 1 lengthy email from one of our viewers, which is exciting. So maybe we'll do the email first.
Okay.
How will that be?
Great.
Sounds good. Do you want me to read it or do you want to read it? I can read it.
Okay.
Because I know you're struggling with your voice.
Yeah, I think that might make me start coughing.
I'm struggling a little bit too, but I think I'm doing a little bit better than you. Okay, so this is from Kathy Burley. She says, "Hello, ladies. Kathy Burley here, or Phantom of the Attic. Sorry this is so long. I just watched your latest episode, and you were talking about being falsely accused. Well, let me tell you my story. Back in 1995, I went on a school field trip with my 2 boys around the ages of 5 and 8. I haven't read this yet, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Have you read it?
No, I just skimmed through it, but
Okay.
I can't wait to hear it again because I didn't get the details.
Okay, so I'm reading this for the first time.
Okay,
let me start that sentence over. Back in 1995, I went on a school field trip with my 2 boys around the ages of 5 and 8 and my husband at the time. We decided to drive instead of going on the school bus since it was a really hilly road and I get carsick. It was about a 2-hour drive to where we were going, and I did all the driving. Well, the ride over was fine, but the ride back, not so much. I was driving through back roads of a tiny town in West Texas and came to a curve in the road where the speed limit sign was sort of hidden in the trees.
Uh-oh, this is the don't mess with Texas story.
Uh-oh. Well, it was a speed trap, and of course, I get pulled over. Now, mind you, I had never gotten pulled over or gotten a ticket in my life. My husband at the time was teasing me and my boys, saying, "Oh no, mommy's going to go to jail." I reassured my boys, who were freaking out, that I was not going to jail and daddy was just being silly.
Oh, that daddy.
Oh no.
That's what daddies always do.
Okay.
By the way, I'd be so mad if you were like, "Oh, Laura's going to jail. Yaya's going to jail."
You would be mad at me?
Yes.
Good to know. The officer comes to the window and asks for my driver's license and goes back to his patrol car. A couple of minutes later, both officers come back and tell me to step out of the car.
Oh, no.
I do, and they immediately put me in handcuffs.
What?
Dude.
Oh, my God. That's why I would be mad.
Yeah. I'm shocked and asked them why, and they said something about theft of services, and they really don't know any other details. But there was a warrant out for my arrest. They tell my husband to get bail money and that it would be around $750, and I should be able to clear this up in a couple of hours after they do the paperwork.
Oh, no.
If somebody just like took somebody that I was with and was like, "You better get some bail money," I'll be like, I'm not responsible enough to do this.
You know,
I wasn't going to say at all. I thought you were going to say that you would like start fighting and screaming and
Well,
kicking and
I think I would be so nervous. I think I would be like at my wit's end, and I would be like, I cannot function right now.
used to, if you would go, I think I talked last week about being on that trip where we drove all the way out west, my family. I remember you when you would go on a trip like that, you would have to have cash because if you did get a ticket, you would have to pay it.
For bail money?
Yeah.
What?
for bail money or what?
No, I mean
You had
not
cash.
for
Wait,
not
you
for
had,
bail money.
You had cash on hand for bail
No, for the ticket, like you'd have to pay the ticket.
on the spot?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Since when? I don't think so.
I don't know. That's a fuzzy memory I have of my childhood.
Interesting.
Maybe that was to bribe your way out of the ticket.
Yeah.
Joke's on me, maybe so.
Yeah. Let's go on. The officers wouldn't let me talk to my boys, and as I looked back at my boys when I was in the back of the patrol car, they were sobbing at the windows of our van. It broke my heart.
I bet Daddy's sorry he just said that. Oh my gosh.
Well, I go in, they fingerprint me, take my mugshot, and put me in a cell. The cells were all glass except the men's, although they had a door with a window where you could only see their heads. Some guy was whistling, pounding on his cell door, and throwing catcalls my way. Pretty soon, a badass girl who came in to do her weekly community service.
Weekend.
Excuse me. Sorry. Pretty soon, a badass girl who came in to do her weekend community service in her orange jumpsuit comes in, lays down on the bench, and asks me what I'm in for. I told her I was falsely arrested, and she laughed at me. That's what they all say, right?
That's what they all say.
In the meantime, I had to go to the bathroom so bad, but the steel toilet sat right in the center of the room with no privacy at all, and the other inmates could see you. I happened to have a one-piece short outfit on and just pulled the crotch to the side and peed to once again shouts of "Hey, baby" from the male inmates. Oh, this is terrible.
This is Orange is the New Black.
This is making me homicidal.
Oh, this is so bad. Kathy, this is terrible.
Kathy, I'm so sorry.
I asked several people that worked in the jail to see why I was there and what was happening. They would just laugh and say, "Sweetie, everyone who comes in here says they are innocent."
I would be freaking the freak out.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, because what are you supposed to say besides that? What do you do?
I don't know. In the meantime, my husband got the money and went to find the officers that arrested me, but it was Friday evening and the officers left for the weekend and never did any of the paperwork before they left.
Oh my God.
I'm surprised my ex didn't get arrested as he was furious. I bet.
He's her ex now.
I would be raising some cane. I tell you that.
I'm telling you right now, I would have burned the jail down
Nikki's like, I would have burned the jail down.
to get you out of there.
Okay, let's see. Luckily, my ex has a brother in the same town, and they knew the judge in that town as their son was always getting tickets for speeding. They called the judge at 10 p.m. that night. She got out of bed and came to the station and looked into my case, took the bail money, and sent me on my way. If she wouldn't have come, I would have been there all weekend. And if I had been alone there, I'm sorry. My glasses
That's
are
okay.
fuzzy.
I can do it. If I would have been alone at the time of my arrest with my kids, they said they would have put them in foster care until it was resolved.
Oh my gosh.
I had to do all the research to find out why they arrested me. I found out someone with the exact name as mine wrote a $30 bad check to a dry cleaner in another county and just put it in the system under my name.
All that for $30?
I had just moved to Texas, had never been to that town where the bad check was. I tried getting a lawyer and nobody wanted to take my case. The county where it happened wanted to charge me $800 just to expunge it off my records. I did throw a big fit and I told the DA
the DA off.
Okay.
In that county, telling them. So if someone with the name John Smith is in trouble and you just put it under first name John or under the first John Smith that comes up, yeah, right. Finally, after me nonstop calling and writing letters to them so many times, they finally took it off and didn't charge me. So now looking back on it, it's a funny story.
She needs to sue that. I mean, I'm up out of my seat right now.
Nikki is up out of her seat. She's pissed
I'm
off.
so pissed off. You need to be filing a lawsuit against that county, that town. I mean, I'd be burning things to the ground.
Nikki.
God. I'm
So
so
now
mad.
looking back on it, it's a funny story and to tell. And at one point, we even thought about using my mugshot for a Christmas card. I have so many stories that I could write a book. Well, Kathy, you'll have to write back and tell us some more of your stories because that's a doozy. Holy moly.
Oh, it's like, that's a big fear of mine. Because what do? I've just seen so many movies. That's a big fear of mine that's going to happen to somebody like me or somebody that I'm with.
That you're going to be in jail?
Well, yeah, I mean, for no reason.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not a fear that I'm doing, if I'm, it's not that I think I'm going to be doing something bad. It's just the opposite. I think that I'm going to get
Falsely accused?
Yes, taken to jail for no reason.
I'll get you
And
out.
then what do you do?
I'll get you out. Don't you worry. And I'll burn everything.
Yeah, man, that's nuts.
Nuts.
Kathy. Dang. Yeah, that's nuts. I wouldn't have wanted to pee in the middle of the room either.
I would file a lawsuit just for that. I would claim trauma. I would claim
Nikki's like, I'll do a lawsuit just for that.
my medical bills for the therapy.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's bad.
Man, I don't know. That's a doozy. Kathy, you'll have to write us back some more stories. Tales from Kathy.
Yes. A whole different podcast.
Yeah. All right, so we've got 3 voicemails. Shall we do those?
Yes.
Okay, don't forget that you can't talk during the voicemail because they won't be able to hear you.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Hey, Laura and Mary Beth. This is Brenda Batts from your chat. And I just wanted to piggyback off a couple things from the last podcast. First, Mary Beth, Taco John's. Can't do it. Can't do it. Ex-husband is from Wyoming, and one of the first places he wanted to take me to was Taco John's. He was so excited, and I couldn't even choke it down. I couldn't do it, so I'm sorry. I'm glad you enjoyed your nachos, though. And then also, Laura, on your Mother of the Year award, I've done, I think I can top your Mother of the Year. My youngest son, when he was probably about 9, loved comic books. And I would take him to the comic book store, but oh my God, it would take forever. And I was like, oh kid, we need to hurry. I'm not going to spend an hour in here. So I would let him grab things. Well, one time I let him grab a Deadpool comic. Of course, I didn't look at it. I didn't think about it. And let's fast forward to several years forward. And he's 21 or so, and he wants to take me to a movie. So we went to Deadpool. And as we were watching it, I was like, oh my God, seriously? I mean, it was funny. I loved it. But, you know, if you've seen it, you know. And I was like, is this what was going on with the comic book that I let you get when you were 9 years old? And he said, yep. And I was like, oh, seriously. So, yeah. So I let my 9-year-old son buy an adult graphic novel and had no idea just because I wanted to get the heck out of the comic book store. So anyway, thank you so much for all the fun on Friday nights and for the great podcast. And I look forward to seeing you in Vegas. I won't be there, but I look forward to seeing you all online in Vegas. Bye-bye.
Thanks for the call, Brenda. That was so nice.
That was great.
That's great.
So funny.
So the first part was about Taco John's. Let me just say, Taco John's.
Remind me now, what were we? When were we talking about Taco John's?
I was talking about how I was in my car falsely accused.
Oh, yeah.
Eating my nachos from Taco John's.
Oh, yeah.
Let me just say, my mom used to take me to Taco John's when I was a kid. I think Taco John's used to be better. Either that or I was a kid and didn't know any better. What do you think? Do you think Taco John's used to be better?
I don't know. I feel like it's the same. I feel like it's the same.
Great. I mean, I really used to like it when I was a kid. It's not as great anymore as an adult. Every once in a while, we'll go get it, but I call it trash tacos. I'm like, let's just go get trash tacos. They've got good potato olays, though.
See, that's the thing. That's what gets everybody is the potato olays.
Yeah, you like struggle through the tacos for the potato olays.
That's the winning.
And the Mountain Dew.
Yeah, that's the winning, part of the combo.
Yeah. Not everybody has Pepsi anymore.
And they don't have Taco John's like in Lexington. So
yeah.
My son-in-law loves Taco. They go to Louisville or something that he wants to get Taco John's.
I agree with you, though. It's not the greatest. It's kind of disgusting. But I do eat it every once in a while.
And then the Mom of the Year thing, that's pretty funny. I think we've all done that. We've all gone to a movie or done something and taken the kids along and not have any idea.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that'd be something funny that you could call in about. We should put the phone number up every once in a while. But I remember, back in the day, when my mom and dad would have been going to the movies, it was the drive-in that they went to all the time. And I remember them taking us to the drive-in and just like turning around, like we were in the back seat and we were just supposed to be playing and stuff, and they were supposed to be watching the movie, and they would just like reach back there and like put our heads down because we'd be up like looking at the movie, and they'd be like, nope, get down.
Yeah. I mean, I can remember when I would go to my mom's for the weekends, I would watch some pretty questionable stuff at a young age, like scary movies. Bobby, my stepdad, he loved scary movies, horror movies, his favorite thing. Well, I wanted to stay up with Bobby because Bobby was cool. I wanted to hang out with Bobby. So we watched scary movies together. He was young. He was a kid, basically, when he married my mom anyway. We watched scary movies together. It was awesome. But I was scared to go to bed.
So you were probably traumatized by that.
Yeah. Then when I would go home to Dad, go to bed, I'd be like, I'm scared to go to bed. So there's that. So I watched a lot of questionable material at a young age.
Yeah.
It's fine. I ended up fine.
It's fine. They'll be fine. I'm sure your son was fine, Brenda.
Yeah, he's fine. It's all good. But thanks, Brenda, for calling in. We appreciate it. All right, next voicemail, shall we?
I'm ready.
Hey, Laura, Mary Beth, and Nikki, Katie from Vintage and Vinyl here, calling in to share a little funny story that happened to me tonight while I was watching Flippin and Sippin. So I love watching Flippin and Sippin, sometimes from the bath. I love my bath. I've got a big bath tray where I can set up my iPad. I can watch the show. I can comment. It's a lot of fun, and it's a great way to relax on a Friday night. However, tonight I decided, you know what, I can't leave Louie alone. She eats things like my great-grandfather's glasses, so I might as well put her in the bathroom with me. I'll put her bed in there, I'll get the toy first, she'll be occupied and fine. So I did this, and she was chewing on her toy. Everything was going all hunky-dory, until she just got a spring of energy and decided to dive bomb me in the bathtub and knock over my iPad right into the water. You guys were sounding all gurgly and bubbly. I was trying to comment at the time the word pizza, but it kept misspelling it because water was splashing everywhere and Louie was rummaging around the bathroom like a bear in a campsite. It was absolutely crazy. Now, my iPad's fine. It just had to get dried off. And Louie made quite the mess. In fact, I'm still cleaning it up. The bathroom floor is soaking wet. She also knocked down the shower curtain while she was at it. Tell you what, Louie is one crazy pug. But it was a fun show tonight, and I loved getting to watch all of the comments. And I can't wait for Vegas. It's going to be a ball. Okay, so I'm going to clean up the bathroom now. I got to get that done, and then I'll be ready to go to Vegas. Have a great podcast. Bye, guys.
So nothing like having to clean up the bathroom after a nice, relaxing bath, right?
Exactly.
How is that possible?
Just the opposite of what her intention was.
Louie's so little.
I know.
We had the pleasure of meeting Louie.
We did.
She's just a little baby.
She's so cute. Pugs are stout, though.
Yeah.
They're stout, and they're not very, and they're very, like, rigid.
Rigid.
So, like, probably
Rigid?
yeah, like, their little legs and stuff, they're just so stiff.
Are they?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess Dixie's
They're
kind
hard
of
to
rigid.
manage. Yeah, Dixie is.
Dixie's rigid.
Yeah.
Dixie,
So,
however,
like, if
is...
Dixie got the momentum to go towards, up towards the bathtub, I mean, it'd just be a big mess. It'd be flailing everywhere.
Dixie, however, is stout. Little Louie is sort of petite. Like, a lot of pugs you'll see are a lot, like, really overweight. Louie is in great shape. Louie's looking good.
Louie and, not Louie, like, Louie and Pretzel would be friends. Pretzel, Sandy, my flippin' van life that's going to be in Vegas, her pug is named Pretzel. Mm-hmm. So Katie's probably going to spend the whole time playing with Pretzel.
Yeah, that's cute.
Missing Louie.
Yeah, Dixie needs a Slim Fast shaker, too, in her life. She's
oh my gosh,
a little couch potato.
So I can't. I think that's the first time anybody's ever told us that they watch us from their bathtub.
Yeah, I like to do things. I like to watch TikTok in the bathtub. I'll just. It's my winding down time. I love it. I don't have a fancy tray though, and Dixie like runs away from any sort of running water. She's terrified of baths. Sometimes I'll be like, "Hey Dixie, you want to take a bath?" And she just like goes and hides in the corner. I don't do that often.
She's smart.
I've only done that like twice ever.
She's smart.
She's smart. All right, we have one more voicemail. Are you ready?
Yes.
This is Gabby, and you said Vegas story, so I'm going to say that, and then a question, really fast. I was up really early at the Bellagio. Nobody was, barely awake going to get coffee or whatever. I was going to get a tea. I see a guy, and I look at him, and I said, Matthew Perry. And he turned his head, and he goes, where? He was super funny and nice. So that was a nice star story. And then my question is, if you were stranded on a desert island with Jamie and she brought a knife, what would you bring? Okay, that's my question. Weird question. I just came up with it on the spot. Okay, bye.
Gabby.
So that was Gabby. If you weren't able to hear her, she was talking kind of softly.
She's a weird question. I just came up with it on the fly.
So she met Matthew Perry in Vegas.
That's funny.
That's exciting.
And he was funny.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that Matthew Perry would probably be really cool.
Right?
That's awesome.
Now, how many celebrities do you think that Jamie's going to come up with?
Jamie's going to be like, the last time I was in Vegas, I went bowling with Cher.
We're going to have to fact check her.
Yeah.
Yep, we're going to have to, have somebody on her at all times.
Yeah.
To keep up with her crazy stories.
Yeah, we're going to have to, take watches with Jamie to make sure she's not exaggerating.
Exactly.
So one of two things will happen. So we'll take watches with Jamie and nothing will happen. Or, during every watch, somebody will meet, 14 celebrities. So it's, one end of the spectrum is going to happen. Mm-hmm. So Gabby's question was, if we were stranded on a desert island with Jamie and Jamie had a knife, what would we bring? Was that the question?
I think that was the question.
Well, I need to know how big her knife is so that mine can be bigger. I don't trust her.
I've decided. Did you see the movie Triangle of Despair or something like that?
No.
Triangle of Sadness?
No.
Okay, so I was trying to watch all the Oscar-nominated movies, and that's one of them.
Okay.
I doubt you're ever going to watch the movie, so...
Yeah, probably not.
Besides, this is not that much of a spoiler. Anyway.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler alert. If you want to go watch that movie, turn down the sound for just a second. But the characters in this story end up on what they think is a deserted island. And the lady that has been serving them on this yacht, there's all these millionaires and stuff, she's just been working as a server. They all get stranded, of course, together, just a random mix of people, 2 or 3, 10 of the people. And she becomes head honcho because she knows how to make a fire.
Oh.
And the rest of them don't know anything about anything. And they can't cook anything or do anything, can't make a fire. I've decided that we all need to know how to make a fire. Just like everybody needs to know CPR, everybody needs to know how to make a fire.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring a lighter. Because you have to be able to make a fire.
I mean, I guess the bigger question is, in this scenario, are we fighting each other to the death or are we surviving as a team? Because if Jamie has a knife, a lighter is a great idea. Maybe I will bring some sort of pot.
I started to say, of course, it wouldn't do any good to be able to have the fire unless you had something to boil the water in.
Right? You got to be able to boil the water.
Because that's the only survivable way.
Unless you can find some sort of naturally filtered running water, which I think would be rare. I feel like we're going to need a pot to boil it in.
I think so.
We can probably
that
maybe
seems
figure
ridiculous, though, doesn't it?
We can surely figure out how to make a friction fire, maybe. Maybe find some flint.
You can choose one thing, and it's a pot.
Yeah. If Jamie's got a knife, I'll bring a pot. Now, if this is a survival situation, we're fighting each other on this desert island. If Jamie's bringing a knife, I'm bringing a machete or something.
I don't think it's the fighting situation.
Oh, good. If we're a team, I'm going to bring something to accompany.
But I think you could take her.
I don't know. She's kind of crafty. I'm going to bring a pot, probably. I'm going to hope that maybe I can make fire. I can't make a pot unless I have clay.
Well, I can bring the lighter.
I guess
or
we
the
can make
flint or whatever it is. What do you need to make a fire?
Well, kindling and a stick. You just rub a stick on a stick and make a friction fire.
Well, I don't think that usually works.
Well, it can work.
If anybody can make it work, it would be you. But I don't. I just don't know that that's going to work.
I think we would have to be very patient and just do this for a long time. So you get a stick that has a groove, or a little piece of wood that has a groove in it, and then you take a longer stick and you just make friction in that little groove.
God, you'll burn your hands. I mean, blister your hands all the way through trying to do something like that.
Well, Laura, we've got to be able to drink water. I feel like water is the most important thing. I don't know. It's like Naked and Afraid. There's 3 things you need on Naked and Afraid. but there's only
And one of them's not closed.
it's not clothes. 3 things you need, and there's 2 contestants, and each contestant can bring a thing. You need a knife, a pot, and fire. Those are the 3 things you need. Mm-hmm. What of those things do you think you can make in the wild? Maybe a pot? You'd have to have some time.
What would you make a pot out of?
Clay?
No. not clay. You can't make something that's boilable out of clay.
Well, what else are you going to do?
Do you ever see anybody boiling anything in a clay pot?
Well, no.
Mexican people do.
Mexican people do? I guess. I don't know.
Well,
Maybe they have,
I just don't think that you could do it.
yeah, to do that, to make something food safe like that would withstand fire, you'd have to fire the kiln. So you would need a huge amount of fire
Yeah.
in the beginning.
I guess it's a pot and a lighter.
What are those little, is there like little kits? Like, is it like flint pieces or something in these little kits? Like
a fire starter?
Yeah, because a lighter would run out of fluid.
It's like flint and steel, and you make sparks. I have one of those.
Yeah, so maybe that's what we need.
A fire starter. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Fire starter.
Yeah. Flint and steel.
I need to just carry one of those in my purse.
It's hard to use. We've tried. Nikki and I have tried to make fire with just the fire starter, and it's really difficult. We've done it.
Or I could carry a lighter.
You need quite a bit of kindling, to keep it fed. You've got to have a lot of kindling there on hand to really feed it, but it's possible. It's hard.
We should just go out in the woods one day and make a fire.
We could just do it in the backyard. All right.
Yeah, but if you're in the backyard, you're tempted to go get something that you wouldn't have out in the woods.
You're tempted to what?
You'd be tempted to go get something you wouldn't have out in the woods.
That's true. That's true. Okay, so that concludes our voicemails for the evening. So if you want to leave us a voicemail, you can do that by dialing 731-335-6108. That goes straight to a Google voicemail number. So all you have to do is just leave your voicemail. You don't have to talk to anybody or whatever. It's very easy. Yeah, and we'll answer it the next time.
Yeah, and if you want us to, if you don't want to share your voice, if you don't like to have your voice on the podcast, then you can email us.
You know what we should do? Theoretically, we're going to be in Vegas Friday night. Mm-hmm. We usually record our podcasts on Friday nights. We will be in Vegas Friday night. Maybe we should have some of our friends on with us for the podcast, record it.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah, while we're in Vegas. So if you have any questions...
Surely we can find 1 or 2 people that's interested in doing that.
So like maybe Jamie or Gabby or Katie or Catherine Young, if you have any questions for them, maybe you could go ahead and send in your questions. And if they're available, we'll have them answer the questions.
Yeah, that sounds great. That'll be fun.
That'd be great. All right, so I think that does it for the questions and story time. Do you have a quiz?
I do.
We have a Vegas quiz.
I'm ready. I was ready with a quiz if we had a little extra time. We have just a little bit.
We do.
Let's see. So, nothing like a good BuzzFeed quiz,
right?
A
BuzzFeed quiz.
Okay, so this one is, can you spend $10,000 in Vegas in a weekend?
Easy. Easy.
Can you?
Yeah.
Because I took this quiz and it came up with $3,600.
Oh. Well, I feel like you've got to at least spend that.
So let's see how you do.
Okay. I'm ready.
All right. I'm gonna like.
I mean, I could gamble $3,000 in 5 minutes probably.
It says, congratulations, you just won $10,000 and you've decided to blow it all in good old Las Vegas.
I'm in.
But beware. Vegas can actually be a lot more expensive than you think.
Yes.
Can you stick to your $10,000 budget? That's the question.
Oh, yeah, I can stick to
while
the budget.
also having the debaucherous weekend of your dreams. Let's find out.
You know, that's funny that says that because we have a little group chat on Instagram, all of us that are going, and it's called Vegas Debauchery.
It's the word probably most associated with the city.
Probably.
It's the only time you ever say that word.
I guess so.
Okay, first things first. Where are you staying? The first choice is the Encore Tower Suite at the Wynn.
Okay.
of Wynn Resorts.
Okay.
Number 2, the Lanai Suite at the Cosmopolitan at MGM. The Presidential Suite at the Four Seasons. I didn't know Las Vegas had the Four Seasons. Or Fountain View Suite at the Bellagio, which, oh my gosh. Fountain View Suite at the Bellagio?
I'm going to go Bellagio. I like the fountain. It makes me think of Ocean's 11. It makes me think we're going to go rob the casino.
Yeah, so this is not like...
You know, there's about 11 of us going. Maybe we could like come up with some sort of heist.
11.
Oh, Ocean's 11 Thrift Edition. Vintage Thrifting Edition, Ocean's 11.
Getting thrifty in Las Vegas.
Fat Birds 11.
I know. I saw Jamie write in the chat. I need to not laugh because that's making me want to cough. That she wanted a slow-mo video of all of us coming down the strip. Like, you know, walking towards the camera coming down the strip.
That's great.
All right, I'm going to pick that for you. Okay. You slept in a bit on day 1, but now it's time for brunch.
Brunch. I want to go to the slots.
Okay, you can have Sterling Brunch Buffet at Bally's.
Okay.
The second choice is French toast, smoked salmon, and bottomless rosé at Bardot. Number 3 is chicken and waffles, fruit, and bottomless bellinis at Hex Kitchen.
Maybe.
Or crab Benedict with coffee at Bouchon.
That's all too fancy. I'm going chicken and waffles.
Chicken
Although
and
that's probably going to be the cheapest thing, but that's fine.
Okay, it's not Vegas without some gambling. So
Yes.
choose your vice. Are we going for poker? We going for craps? Are we going for blackjack? Or are we going for the slots?
I'm going the slots. I'm not a table player.
You're not going to get anywhere near the 10,000.
Oh.
That's not the big money, the slots. Of course, maybe we
are.
Maybe we would be surprised by that. Losing all that money made you hungry. What's for dinner?
I bet.
Okay, number 1 is sushi and top shelf Japanese whiskey at Nobu. Beef Wellington and a bottle of Cabernet Sauvignon at Hell's Kitchen.
Maybe.
Oh, Hell's Kitchen. Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah.
Hell's Kitchen. Oh my God, what if we get to go there? I bet you have to have reservations way in advance.
Probably.
Don't you love Gordon Ramsay?
I do
Wouldn't that
really
be
like
funny?
him. He's such an asshole.
He's probably not there.
Yeah, I'm sure he's not there, but I really like him.
Bone-in ribeye steak and an old-fashioned at Cut by Wolfgang Puck.
No, I don't like ribeye.
We went there once.
Yeah, we did.
Or, I don't know how to say the name of this dish. I knew there would be one that I couldn't say. Shrimp.
Oh, I don't know.
Cacio e pepe and champagne at Giada's.
I'm going Gordon Ramsay. Let's have some beef Wellington.
Okay. All right. The night is young. Choose an evening activity to keep you up into the wee hours of the morning.
Oh, good. I hope Wayne
Look
Newton
at this!
is
Look
on
at
there.
this big O. I thought that was going to be like an Oprah interview or something. I thought maybe Oprah was in Las Vegas. It's not. It's catching a performance of O by Cirque du Soleil. VIP bottle service at the club. VIP bottle service. Do you know what that is? Does everybody know what that is? Like,
I assume it's when people bring you bottles of liquor.
Yeah, like I didn't really know that was such a thing. I didn't know that you could sit around in a nightclub and have $5,000 bottles of whatever brought to you. Did you?
I guess not.
Did you know people did that?
No, I never really thought about it. I mean, I've ordered a bucket of beer before. I felt pretty fancy. You know, they bring you a bucket of like 6 beers.
Yeah, that's
more
not,
my speed.
That's not VIP bottle service.
In fact, I think we had a bucket of beer the last time we went to Vegas.
We did.
At the pool.
At the pool.
Yeah. We got a bucket of beer. It was great.
It's better than not having a bucket.
That's true.
Okay.
Man, and we did that trip on the cheap. We didn't have 2 pennies to rub together on that trip.
I know it.
Seriously, I think I gambled like $5 or $10 on that trip. I didn't have any money. We saved up all our money for hotel rooms and ate as cheap as we could.
Yeah, because we were taking Megan. We were going with Megan to see her dance competition.
Yeah. And of course, I wanted to try to walk everywhere because I didn't want to have to spend money on cabs. And I was the person that was like, "Oh, we can walk there," when we shouldn't have done that.
You can't walk there.
You can't walk there.
Okay, number 3, hitting tees at Top Golf.
Wait, did I answer? Oh, we're
Nope.
still on that. Cirque du Soleil,
VIP
bottle service.
hitting tees at Top Golf, or a nighttime helicopter tour around the city.
Oh. Well, I've seen Cirque du Soleil shows, and I feel like once you've seen one, you've seen them all. That's just my opinion. That's how I feel.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry. That's just how I feel. I mean, I've never had bottles.
I'm not going to get to see a show.
Can you
I'm
get
afraid.
bottles of wine? I don't like liquor too much.
I think you can get a bottle of anything.
Okay. I mean, are they going to be served by like really pretty people?
It's debauchery happening, yes.
Okay. Okay, so bottle service, or is it a private helicopter you said?
Just
Or just a helicopter?
A nighttime helicopter tour around the strip.
I'm going to go bottle service. That might be fun.
Man, it took you a long time to come to that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I want to ride in a helicopter.
I don't think I do either, to be honest. You remember that's the helicopter story from last time. That ride was a helicopter crash.
Yeah.
It's day 2, and
Day
you're
2.
up bright and early. Choose a morning activity.
Slots.
A massage at the spa.
Oh, yeah.
Hiking in Red Rocks State Park. Skydiving. Or riding the high roller at the link.
I thought the high roller was at the Flamingo where we are. I guess we just have a view of it. It's definitely...
What is the high roller? A Ferris wheel?
Yeah. It's definitely...
Oh, God, that's scary.
It's definitely going to be a massage. In fact, I'm missing my massage as we're going to be in Vegas. I get a monthly massage because sitting at my desk all week, I just can't even. And so I get a massage each month, and it's happening during Vegas.
Well, maybe you'll have to get one while we're out there.
I had to cancel it.
Maybe you'll have to get one.
Maybe I will. No, I probably
You'll have to be
won't.
careful. There's
Why?
no telling what you might get if you go to Vegas looking for a
Laura,
massage.
this is a nice podcast.
Is it?
Maybe not.
Okay, what am I picking for you?
The massage.
Your sweet tooth is kicking. Yeah, it's kicking in.
Always.
Which treat looks the tastiest?
Oh, I'm going to be a plain Jane on this
A
one.
crazy shake from Black Tap. A giant fortune cookie from Tao. 24-layer chocolate cake from Strip House. Or cereal milk soft serve from Milk Bar.
Cereal milk soft serve. Ooh.
Do they make the ice cream out of cereal milk? And then put cereal all
I don't
in
know.
it?
Or maybe
That's kind of novel.
maybe that's
Is
like
that
the
like-
flavor of ice cream. It tastes like cereal milk.
Is that like Rice Krispies all over that?
Yeah. Okay, so
Ooh,
a
look at that.
crazy
Is that like-
shake.
Is that like cotton candy on that
Yeah,
shake?
I don't like that. Giant fortune cookie. I don't like that. 24-layer chocolate cake. I don't think I like that. I'm going to go soft serve because I do like ice cream. Maybe I could find a different flavor.
24-layer chocolate cake. Oh my.
Well, I mean, the layers are like this.
Well, I know. That's so fancy.
Yeah, that's very fancy.
That's awesome.
Seems a little too much for me. I like plain stuff.
You're not going to get anywhere near 10,000.
Well, I can't help it.
It's a pool party kind of day, Mary Beth. Which accommodations would you like?
I don't think you're supposed to go to the pools.
A cabana at Encore Beach Club? A day bed at Marquee Day Club? A VIP table at Wet Republic? Or just chilling at the hotel pool?
Let's get a cabana.
I mean, a cabana. Yeah, do you have cabana boys and cabana girls in a cabana?
I need the cabana. Mm-hmm. Yeah, put me down for a cabana.
That probably just tilted you a little bit more towards the 10,000, the cabana choice.
Yeah.
It's time to head home.
Already?
But no trip to Vegas is complete without a cocktail. What are you drinking? A Cosmo at the Cosmopolitan? Oh, look at that. Doesn't that look nice? I think I need a Cosmo when we go.
You do?
Yeah. A Fat Tuesday frozen daiquiri?
Is it Cosmo? Isn't that vodka? I don't think you like vodka.
No, I really don't. That's probably why I've never had one. They're so pretty.
They are pretty, but I think it's just
There's
vodka.
there's no whiskey drinks that are pretty. You know,
That's
vodka's
true.
clear, so you can,
You can jazz that up.
A Fat Tuesday frozen daiquiri. That's my go-to. An apple pie harvest at Oak and Ivy, or a spiked Dole Whip at the golden tiki.
I don't know. All that sounds fine. I'll have a spiked Dole Whip. I don't know what that is, but
It looks very tropical.
yeah.
It looks like something you might like. Oh,
What?
you went over the 10,000.
Oh, I busted.
Oh
man.
man! I bet the
Cabana and the
and
private
the,
bottle.
and the VIP
bottle
service put you over. I bet
It did.
But that's crazy.
In real life, I probably wouldn't do that. I'd probably just spend that money at the casino.
What hotel did we pick for you? The Bellagio.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet that's expensive too. If you have a fountain view.
Oh, yeah.
At the Bellagio, I bet that's a lot. Yeah. So I was wrong. You totally busted that 10,000, man. You tore that up.
Barely. I'm at 11,500. That was just barely. I'm only 1,500 over.
It says, "Whoops, you went a bit too hard and went over budget. Guess you'll have to raise it to 20,000 the next time."
Yeah.
Y'all, if anybody's wondering, this is totally for fun. We're not spending $10,000.
Yeah, really.
in Vegas.
That's not us.
Lord have mercy.
I will tell you though, a lot of people, especially the greater generation, what they're called? The greatest generation? And boomers, they will say that Vegas is supposed to be cheap.
It used to be.
Used to be. It's not now.
It used to be.
Man, like
I
used to, I think you could get like really cheap buffets and cheap food and
Yeah,
whatever.
the whole point, they were luring people there to gamble.
Right.
Well, now then, you don't have to lure anybody to gamble. And so now then they just take advantage of it. They just charge you an arm and a leg for every darn thing out there.
Yeah.
Like, where breakfast buffet used to be free.
Yeah.
It's probably, I'm going to say $20, and that's probably not even true. It's probably more than that.
Yeah. I will give you guys a tip though. If you have a local casino or if you travel to casinos to do any gambling at all, make sure that you get a player's card at your casino. Because if you do, like when you bet at the tables or use the slot machines, anytime, if you're just doing $5 at a time, put your player's card in to do your gambling because that racks up and you get perks. It's not like a credit card where you like put your points in and get 20 points toward whatever. It's not exactly the same system, but you do get perks. So for example, when we were looking for rooms at Vegas, I put in my player's card information. We ended up getting 3 free rooms in Vegas. Mm-hmm. I was stoked. I had no idea that was going to happen.
Nights. 3 free nights.
3 free nights. Yeah, that's what I meant. Mm-hmm. Sorry. 3 free nights. And I was just like, holy cow. I didn't know that was going to happen.
You got to be a player.
I guess. And it's not like I do a ton of gambling.
No.
I just, every time I go, though, I use that player's card. So just a tip. Make sure you do that. So even if you're going to Vegas to do any gambling, just go and get a player's card. It's free. It just gives you points. Sometimes you get free play. Yeah.
Just do it.
Yeah. I have not been endorsed in any way, shape, or form by Caesars. So, but Caesars, if you
Wouldn't
want
that be something?
Caesars, if you want to endorse me, I'll be more than happy to oblige you. All right. Good podcast, Laura.
I'm sorry for having to have the water, but it kept me from coughing.
All right, here's your last reminder to leave us a voicemail. If your voicemail is going to be Vegas related, go ahead and send it. Go ahead and send it now. That way we'll have it in time for when we record our podcast. We might record it in Vegas. So that will be cool.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
And it's 731-335-6108.
That's right.
And also, if it's not Vegas related, go ahead and send it. We'll take your stories anytime. We will take questions anytime. Just send whatever you like.
Absolutely. Make sure you join us Friday night for Flippin and Sippin. We will definitely be doing Flippin and Sippin from Vegas, probably from our hotel room.
That's probably what it's going to look like.
Depending on like reception and Wi-Fi or however, we'll probably do it from our hotel room. But do make sure you join us because we will have some great guests with us in Vegas. It's going to be great.
Never know what's going to happen.
All right. Give this video a like. If you come back and watch it later, make sure you leave us a comment. Sorry, I got choked up. Leave us a comment when you come back later. If you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, we would love for you to come over and do that. If you're listening elsewhere out there in podcast land, make sure you follow the podcast. And as always, make sure you stay tuned to see what Fatbird finds next. And we'll see you next time.
Bye, everybody.